got rained out the week before, but it was the starter that was bad in the car. That's why it went out. We thought it might have been the flex plate, but it wasn't. It was just the starter. It just wasn't lining up right. So I got a new one, put it in. It's running great right now, so I'm ready and willing and able to win tonight. That's what God said. You're going to win tonight, fool. And I'm going to win tonight. It's a beautiful day out. It's got to be about 75. It's good weather. It's good weather, so we ought to have a good night tonight. Not too many cars here, but looks like, you know, be a good night.
Well, it's race 8. Gorgeous day out today. We got 4 races in the next 4 weeks, so there's no excuses. 4 races left. You better make up what you can, you know, because we had a dismal season this year. So we're looking at a possibility of doing pretty well, actually. If you keep winning, take first place in the next 4 races, good chance of winning for the season. But we'll see how we do. I got John and Roger out here today. Looking forward to racing. And car, I got the transmission issue fixed. I got downsized the jets in my carburetor down. Yeah, make it run a little better coming back to the pits. Runs bad out of hell heading forward, but coming back to the pits seems like I'm running too rich. So I'm going to take care of that issue by hopefully dropping the jets down and just go for a good race.
We'll see what happens. Go some routes today, hopefully.
Rob, how you doing, man? You just looking over my shoulder while I'm talking to your lady, huh? Spying on me is what you're doing. You'll edit that. Anyway, I had a good run. I ran a 10:34. Felt like the tires rattled just a little bit at the line. But it's about 7-8 degrees out. It's a good run. Car's running good now. Starter's in it. That, I guess, was the problem last week or the other day was the starter. So I'm pleased with the run. Good 60-foot. Bad reaction time, but that's me, not the car.
Especially against me.
Huh?
Especially against me.
Yeah, we raced together, so y'all gonna look in there and see how I whooped him. Real bad. You can't even see him in my camera.
Should I get the time slip out?
Yeah.
Show everyone?
Yeah.
Hello, Rob.
What's up with the reaction time there?
Well, see, the burnout you should have saw too. Since my finger slipped off the line lock, I didn't really get a dual burnout, so the car loaded up. I tried to roll forward and clear it out, but then all of a sudden I went up to the line and went stepped on it and just went bog. You know, as soon as I hit the 2-step. So I can let back up and get back into it again, so I'm hoping that's all it was, is that it loaded up. So we'll find out, because when I took it on a test and warmed it up, the 2-step was working fine. No bog or anything. So just a lot of brain farts there. You know, and hopefully I got that out of my system and I'll be ready this time. So if I'm not, I might as well put it on the trailer right now and go home.
Well, first run, 0.15 reaction time. Not bad. 11.28. 11.28. Yeah, it's a little hot today, so I got to blame that on that. Humidity is a little high. We got our barometer pressure right about sea level, so we're doing pretty good. If I got to run 11.28 all night, that's what I'll do. So let's see how we do on the second run.
I finally got a good light. And I knew I had to because I was racing somebody that hits their numbers all the time. Scotty's very good. So luckily I got an 017 out of that one. He had an 087. Dialed into 73, didn't see him. Let off a little bit, ran a 74 with a 4. So got to do it again. That's all there is to it. I've been going in the left lane. They stuffed me in the right lane. Maybe that's where I need to be. Because I certainly saw the light much better. And yeah, car didn't bog. I'm ready. That's it. I'm excited.
In the 64 Nova station wing. Taking on Jim Mabry.
0,
Mabry is the Vega wing.
0 red light. A little jumpy, but I probably could have won that if I didn't red light because the guy ran an 076 light. I definitely passed him as I got towards the end, so it is what it is. But we'll be here next weekend. This guy's still going, so hopefully he can go all the way. Somebody's got to go all the way here this season. Anyways, yeah.
I volunteer.
You volunteer?
I volunteer to go all the way.
But otherwise, hey, we still got 3 more races this month. And in fact, they scheduled another race for us next month. So,
Oh, did they really?
yes, they did.
Makeup?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Yep, we got a makeup race next month.
That's
See you
very
then.
cool.
Anyway, I lost, obviously, but I dialed a 1032 and I ran a 1032 on it with a 9. So I was sleeping, but I'm trying to work with the trans brake and there's a little complication with the wiring, so I got to figure that out. So I get the rev limiter because I'm busy watching the tack go up to where I want it to be because the rev limiter doesn't work with the one button in there. So I've got to rewire it this week to make sure it works right. So, but other than that, the car ran great. Had a good time. I was just sleeping like a baby, doing other things.
Too much sugar. That's what it is. That's a problem. It's too much sugar. I don't know. I knew I had to catch a good light, but I didn't think I was going to catch that good of a light. Oh, it wasn't a good light. It's an old 101. Yeah, I don't know. I knew he'd run on his number. I knew I had to try to get a good light. Whether I staged a little deeper that time, I don't know. I didn't think so. Yeah, I guess I just got over anxious. So, better luck next week. I'll be ready. And the car, actually, I dialed 73 and it ran to 71 anyway, so it's always going to try to mess with me one way or the other.
Oh, yes.
So,
next weekend.
For next week, we'll be ready.